Hey, welcome back, movie champs. I'm here again with another review, and this is going to be on Justice League Dark Apokolips War. But I just want to tell you that I finally got a new mic, so I know maybe some of my videos that I was dropping could have been better audio, and I apologize for that. But I did give me a new mic, and it's really good. It's not that expensive, and I got it from these people. I ain't gonna pronounce their name. I apologize, but it wasn't that expensive. It was about, I think, $40 on Amazon. It does what it has to do. It does the job. It has awesome sound, clearly and everything. I love it. Of course, it looks like this. It just plug and play. That's all you got to do, plug and play. But hope the audio is much better. Hope you like it. So, like I said in the beginning, this is going to be on Justice League, Justice League Dark Apokolips War, and this accumulates to all the movies that were in the DC animated movie universe. So you had Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox. You have Justice League War. You have Son of Batman. You have Justice League Thorn of Atlantis. You have Batman versus Robin. Batman Bad Blood. You have Justice League versus Teen Titans, Justice League Dark, Teen Titans, The Judas Contract, Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay. Then you have The Death of Superman, The Reign of Superman, Batman Hush, Wonder Woman Bloodline, and the last one, Justice League Dark Apokolips War. These movies started way back in 2013, around July, when the first one came out. And I will leave a link below so you can see all the movies that came out that's in this universe. And basically, this is the last movie in that universe, starting from back in 2013 all the way up until 2020. The movie just came out with Apokolips War, and this movie, like some of the other movies, this movie is very adult. It's not for your kids, and give you a heads up on that. This movie is for probably young teens to, of course, to adults. This movie has language, violence, of course, blood, a little bit of gore. You're gonna have people dying. You got people arms coming off, heads coming off, bodies split in half, and things like that. This movie is action, brutal, and everything. Of course, you have war in the title of this movie, and you can get a war of this fighting. But this is not all action at the start. Of course, you have the start of the movie on what Justice League plans to stop Darkseid. And if you watch a lot of other movies, you're going to understand what's happening to get to this point where we are now. Now, a lot of the other movies, it shows you each character, of course, in their story, and a lot of the side characters in each of those other movies that came out before Apokolips War. Now, in Apokolips War, you see a lot of those characters from those other movies, of course, being in there, doing what they have to do, some of them helping out, things like that. So you might, you really don't have to watch from the beginning of Justice League, Flashpoint Paradox, but it's good to watch them. Besides, there are a lot of good movies, but you will really understand in this movie, because this movie ends all the movies that came out in 2013. This movie ends with this one, and this is the final movie in this type of universe. And I feel like it ends very well with this action. Like I said, this doesn't have a lot of strong dialogue in this movie, but the action and all that, it takes place of that. Because they have to do a lot of things in this movie to try to beat Darkseid, and I like that. A lot of the plans, I can say, some of them kind of fell short of their plans. It was kind of course, cliche what they had to do, what's going to happen. But a lot of the characters that's in there, because you have King Shark in there. Of course, you have Harley Quinn. You have a lot of people in there. A lot of have those small side characters in this movie, and you will get invested in those characters, because if you watch other ones, you'll be happy to see them popping up in this movie. Now, they don't play a huge role in the movie, but they're thrown in there because you have like the Suicide Squad in there. You have a lot of those in this movie, but they're not a big part of the movie, but they came moving along enough in here. And in this movie, like you've seen in the trailers, we saw on YouTube, of course, you see Superman. You see his green eyes and all that, and anybody that watch DC, that's Superman fan, that's Kryptonite, of course. That's not a spoiler, but how that happens is very interesting. So go see it, and you can see how that happens and how you get to that point. Because I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I like that. I like what they did to Superman, because Superman basically he's unstoppable besides Kryptonite and magic, of course. So to see what happens, see what Apocalypse does to them, and see what Apocalypse does to the other Justice League people is ridiculous. And you're like, what the world? Now I'll tell you there's some really good moments in the movie. One woman's like, she's in there, of course. She has an awesome fight scenes in that movie. Batman, he goes nuclear in this movie, kind of. But I'm not going to say any more about that. But Superman really has awesome fight scenes. As you know, I'm a Batman fan. Batman's in this movie as well, but what happens to him, I'm not surprised. And I feel like that was kind of creative. I'm not surprised this happens to him. So when you see the movie, you'll understand. I think his character, they really use the character in a right way, and I'm not surprised how to use him. If you know Batman, you know how he is, how intelligent he is, and everything. So I think what they did to him was good. The main people in this movie is going to be John Constantine. He has a magic. You have Raven, and you have a Superman. I feel like those are the main ones in there. Then you have everybody else as a side character, but it's really John Constantine movie because he's moving along. He is the main character's movie. So if you go watch Justice League Dark, that's where he's really introduced in this movie, and it kind of it ends there because certain things has to happen in this movie. But like I keep saying before, you really don't have to watch the movies that came before this one, but if you want to really understand it and you really want to immerse yourself in this movie, then go back and watch other movies. Like I said before, I put a link in descriptions to go and look at the movies in order so you can go see them. Cause I feel like if you go see them, you will appreciate this movie even more. But besides that, just watching the movie by itself and not really watching the other ones, this movie does hold up for it. It will get you in that movie. It will get you into the movie, and you will enjoy it. You will enjoy the action and all that. And if you're, like I said, if you're a DC fan, a comic book fan, and all that, you will enjoy this movie for what it is and what they give you in this movie. And when you watch this one, I feel like it's going to make you want to go back and watch the other ones, because the other ones, I truly enjoyed those as well. But all in all, this movie is really good. I enjoyed it. Action, gore, and all that. Like, I give this movie, I say give movie 4 out of 5. For a DC animated movie, 4 out of 5. I feel the reason I give it 4, not a 5 or 5, is because I feel like some of the characters could have more of a dialogue in this movie, a little bit more, conversing back and forth, some more of that, a little bit more jokes here and there, because some jokes, some things felt stale. You have some jokes. You have Shark King in there. He does one thing over and over again. You get annoyed. I got annoyed, but I feel like people get annoyed at it. Then it kind of pays off at one point in the movie as you watch it, and you're like, oh, okay. But I feel like that took too long. I see what they were trying to do from one point to this point for King Shark, but I digress. And that's just a small thing. And like I said, the dialogue, it's not strong, but I understand what they were trying to do in the movie. But I felt like if they had a good dialogue in this movie and built up a little more of some of the characters, I felt like it would have hit even harder, in my opinion. But besides that, I'm not going to nitpick this movie. This movie is for what it is: a comic book movie, animated, action, and you get that, and it was fun. And I love the way it ended, how it started with Flashpoint Paradox and how it ends with Justice League Dark Apokolips War. They did an awesome job, and I truly enjoyed it. Review of Justice League Dark Apokolips War. Like I said, this is a good movie. I enjoyed it. Action-packed movie. Not a kids movie. This is like a young teen, of course, adult movie. Action, gore, language, weak dialogue, and sometimes some kind of corny jokes, like I said before. But all in all, this is a good movie. Go back and watch the other movies since 2013 with Justice League, Flashpoint Paradox, and all the way up until Apokolips War. I think you have a good time. Binge those. You have fun. If you've seen it, leave a comment below. I'll have a link where you can find the movies in order from start from the beginning until this one. But other than that, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, like, and share. Until next time, I see you again, movie lovers.